So next we'll welcome Abdur Rasool for his speech. He is the current PhD student on campus, and he enrolled last year in the year 2020. Now let's welcome Abdur, and I will show his screen, his slides as well. Okay, let's welcome Abdur.
Let's start now. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. This is Abdur Rasool. I'm from Pakistan. And right now I'm in China in my institute, Shenzhen Institute of Advanced Technology, Chinese Academy of Science. Let's start our presentation of today about online admission briefing. And I will share my experience, like how I'm living here and how I'm doing my research work here. So what kind of information exactly you want from a student like in the SIAT? So first I will talk 3 points here, 4 points, like how I got acceptance letter from my professor, and then how I get admission, and then courses in UCAS, and I can start my research in SIT. And then I will describe the campus life and then Chinese culture. First of all, I want to share my experience, like how I came in UCAS and how I get admission acceptance letter from a professor. Actually, I want to tell you the 3 basic points. First, you should have a list of research-related supervisor. Then you can select 3 potential professor, like who has very relational research with your work. For example, I'm showing you here in the website pages, like you can start from the admission, then find the supervisor. There are PhD students and master students, and there's a list, a long list. You can select the professor by seeing their research. And later you have a professor. For example, this professor is my supervisor now, and you can contact him by his email. And then obviously, everyone knows this step is very simple, but I want to tell you very interesting tips for getting acceptance letter. First of all, I want to tell you, like, you should write a direct purpose email, like what you want exactly. No need to start like, oh, this is XYZ from this country and so on, like biography. We don't need, because your biography is already in the CV. Then you should, it's a great hint, like you should find 2 recent published paper from that professor. Okay, and then you can put that title of that paper or the link of that paper in your email, that professor, you did this work and we can improve your work, and in the future we can do better than this work. Okay, this will give the professor hint, oh, this guy, he read my papers and he is really interested in my lab to do work in the future. So that's a good hint. What I did, I'm telling my experience, okay? And then, some students, they add so many files, like many informations. I think the CV, like resume, and then your research proposal for your PhD or master degree, that is sufficient. You don't need to add any other things. And the last thing, what I want to share is, like many people, they are sending the emails, and the professor, they need just maybe 1 or 2 or 3 students. So, and another problem can be having, like you send an email and that email will be in the junk folder. So the professor, he cannot get the response. So I think you should give a reminder email on the 2nd day or the 3rd day, so that professor will understand, oh, someone is contacting me again and again, so they will respond to you. So this is like some brief information, like how I got acceptance letter. You can try your best. All right. So the next I'm going to share the course at UCAS, UCAS, and then research in my institute. obviously, when you have acceptance letter, then there will be a professor secretary. They will arrange everything, information like how will be the next step and what will the information you need to share with them and documents. So on, they will do it. You don't need to worry about that. And after getting the admission, maybe you can go, if you are like in China, then definitely you have to go in SIAT-CAS Beijing University and join the classes. If you are not, if you're in your own country, then definitely online classes are the second option. And then you have to select the courses. And obviously, that is like one semester if you're a PhD, and 1 year course is like 2 semesters if you're a master student. And then you can start your journey with the SIAT-CAS. And then after completing your courses, then you have to visit to your institute, like I'm here in my institute, SIAT. So here, after completing the course in SIAT-CAS Beijing, then you will come in SIAT, Shenzhen Institute of Advanced Technology, a wonderful place to learning and earning in the future, obviously. And you can join the lab, your professor, and you can start your work, collaborate with lab mates, and learn, obviously. And yeah, there's another picture I'm showing you on this slide. There's a university which is in the future, like I think it's starting now already. And this is belongs to our institute university. Well, I think in SIT you can learn better than other places, because here is a very compatible place. You are living in the dorm, very near to your lab. You can go to your lab anytime, and in your room anytime. You can do your work. Like if you want to do some time in the midnight, that's fine. You don't need to get worried like, I have to go back or something like that. And yeah, it's not just like you're learning here. There are some other activities and relationships with the students. And I'm showing some cultural life and campus life here in China and in my institute. You can see a picture here. It's a clear environment of learning. But these are some students who are learning the classes, but I'm a PhD student, so I'm doing research. I'm not supposed to join the classes. And apart from that classes or research, there is something else, like if you have some good news and opportunities, like some events like birthday or some others, you can have a collaboration with your friends and get together, have dinner or something fun. And here you can see one of my professor, my supervisor, and here is me. We have a dinner party together. And then next, there are some celebrations. You can go out for visits some places. And but recently the COVID-19, we are not familiar to go a lot of, some other cities or countries. But at least in this Shenzhen city, we can do some activities. And yes, there is something more interesting about our institute is a workshop and some events. It's conducted by our international office. We have a collaboration because we are a researcher. Every time we're busy in the work, so our institute, our international office, they organize some events, and we people come together. We talk to each other and learn more and communicate, and we got some relationships and know each other. There's a workshop like graduate experience, like the people who was getting graduation at that time, they come together, they share their experience, like how they accomplished their degrees and their work. And really, we got motivation, like, okay, in the future, we can do some better than them. So this is our cultural activity is a Mid-Autumn Festival, and we people are living here like a family. You can see a baby and the whole family, and we're enjoying our life here, really. And another picture is like an international family, and we have a celebration of that event. Oh yes, that's interesting. Something else, like it's not like we're just learning here or just like collaborating with some people, so on. We have some activities like about sports, and we like obviously if you are healthy and happy, then you can perform better as compared to others. So have some activities. You can see some sports activities here. Roping, jumping, and so on. And this is really interesting. It's happening this year. in our campus, and we love. You can see in some kind of dance culture activities is love here. And one of our senior is participating in the running and some other activities also. But I'm taking some few pictures to show you experience like how we are loving here and how we are living here. And that's it. I think it's a wonderful life here because obviously we are a little bit far from our home, but being here in this institute and close to each other, we don't feel like we are alone. We are living here a happy life, a learning life. And I will recommend you all people, all my friends and the listeners. I think you should try. You should find some professor and make your proposal well, and you come here, and we will have a good life ahead. Thank you so much for listening to me. And if you have any question, I share my email at the first page. You can contact me anytime. Thank you so much. All right.
So thank you so much, Abdur, for your speech. It's really nice. Thank you.